Alright, so, starting late on this week, says it's Wednesday now when I'm recording this. Usually I do this on Monday. Forgot about it. And then Tuesday, also had it all queued up, ready to go. And I just didn't get around to doing it, so we're going to do it now. Not a ton of sales, a lot of inventory pickup over the last, couple weeks that I don't think I've showed you, so I'm going to show you it now real quick, because it becomes kind of important for some of the sales. So, this from here on over is all inventory. So, I've picked up, there was these 3 different, EMS kind of lots that I picked up, and then there was one police one right here that I picked up as well. I picked these all up from a guy who I'm pretty sure has bought for me a bunch of times. And this is kind of like his first time selling. So I ended up winning all the lots, picked them all up, and had him combined shipping down. Definitely, I don't think he's very used to on the selling side. Is definitely the shipping cost was a bit off of what it normally would be. So, anyways, all that's important for later. Picked up these 2 little small lots of 20 fire patches, nothing special there. And then I picked up this large lot of patches. I picked up, I think, 2 or 3 of these lots of the hat patches. Pretty much all the state, most of them are all state ones. Then this lot of 105 that's got some nice variety in here. Some of this is stuff that I have had before, and some of it I think I still have from when I bought it from this guy before. And there was a bunch of other lots as well that I passed on. I figured I would be all set with what I picked up. Another lot of 31, like I said. I'm probably going to just try and go through and see how many of the state ones I have. And I may put together one giant lot of all 50 hat patch state patrols. So we'll see if I can piece those together and probably just sell them all off in one lot, hopefully. Then there's a lot of 48 fire. There's a little lot of 8 animal control. There was a bunch of other animal control ones that I was hoping to get with this, not just the one lot. But I ended up just getting this lot. Not a big deal. And then this one I got primarily for my personal collection. It's about half and half on this one of ones I'm keeping for myself. This NFTA police, these 2 Niagara County sheriffs, this Hamburg one, this Canisius one, because that's I've never seen that one before. Usually you just see this one. This correctional one I don't have the brown version. I have other versions. This Barker, which they don't even have their own police anymore. It's under the sheriff's office. The rest of these I have. I kept the Ontario County Sheriff one as well. And this NFTA one I almost listed, but I couldn't think I double checked. It's one I don't actually have. I have all the other versions, not this one. So these are all set to be listed when I get to them. So we'll jump over and get into the sales. The 15% off sale was still going. It did end last week, but it was still going for a good portion. So I moved a little bit more inventory on the 50% or the 15% off sale. So this Huntington, Pennsylvania Mounted Patrol, yada yada, $5.94. This FDNY Engine 24, $7.99. These 2, this Amicus, and then this HRT. These both sold 10% off to the same buyer for these 2 extrication kind of style patches. Both sold $6.29. This Putnam County Bureau of Emergency Services, $9.99. This was a little private listing I did for a very repeat buyer of mine over in Great Britain who loves US EMS patches, because he had sent me a message and when I started listing these that he saw that I won those EMS lots, and I told him yes, I won them all. So if there's anything that you want that hasn't been listed yet, let me know. But out of the ones I had or out of the one listing from that lot. This is stuff that I started listing. He sent me a message on this one that it was this one and 3 other ones that he wanted. So I made him like I usually do. I'll make him a little listing on just the one, make the price for it, set it for shipping for Great Britain, and we'll do it that way. But my mistake is he ended up saying that he had to look through the other lots to see what else he wanted out of them, and I ended up shipping out this little lot of 4 before that, and then, like, what was it, 36 hours later, not even, he had sent me the message of the rest of the ones that he wanted. So if I would have waited, if I was using my brain, I would have waited and just combined the shipping on all of them and sent them all out together instead of doing it in 3 separate times. Oh well, it got sent out. It's on its way. So next is Greenwich, Connecticut, $6.99. Brookline, Massachusetts at $4.99. This Gerald Volunteer Fire in Franklin County, Missouri, sold out on offer $7.19. This Potawatomi, what? That's not whatever. The Pot County, Iowa Firemen's Association, sold out on offer $6.29. This Denham Springs, Louisiana Fire, $5.94. Freeport Fire in Maine, $5.99. Here's the other listing I made for him, a lot of 6 that he wanted. Told him I'd do, what was that? $6 a piece plus the shipping, so $36. And then he also picked up this American Ambulance one as well. So I sent out those 7. I sent them out with tracking eBay standard international delivery, which is usually how I will send the bigger. I've sent them orders like that a few times before, but it's up to $15 now. So that really kind of cuts into the shipping. Usually I will just do it in an envelope and send it out via international, with an international stamp on it, which costs only about $1.50 instead of $15, and it will still get there. And it just might take a little extra week or 2. Which is what I did with the original lot of 4, is I sent them out in the 2 envelopes, and then instead of waiting to send to see whatever else you wanted, and I could have just sent them all with out with tracking, so I don't have to worry about them getting lost or anything. But those were on the way to him. Next is FDNY 9/11 Memorial, $7.99 on that one. Washington County, Oklahoma Emergency Management, pretty cool one, $9.99 on that. Indiana County Sheriff in Pennsylvania, little hat patch, and this came from that lot of small patches, from that where all these ones came from. $3.99 on that. This Newburgh Police sold out on offer $5.09. I think this might have been 20% or 15% because that's been around a while. This NFPA, National Fire Protection Association, I got 2 of them, sold the one $7.99. Next is this Ventura County, California Fire Department pin. I had it listed for $12.99, sold out on offer 20% off, $10.39, and I'm glad it finally sold. Out of the pins, it was just 1 lot of pins and 2 lots of buttons have not moved. Pins and buttons are not fast movers, that's for sure. There's been a little bit of other action on this, but not much. So I'm glad that this finally sold out on offer. It came in a little lot of pins that I got primarily because there was a couple local things that I wanted for myself, so that's why I picked up the pins in the first place, and then listed the other ones. So as you can see, April 29th, 2022, almost a year, and it hasn't had much action. And I think it was going to Ventura County. It was going to California somewhere, so that's good. Next is Chandler, Arizona Police. So this is sold for $6.99 and is going to Chandler. Let's see. Next is this National Institute of EMS Services, sold for $9.99. That's a good one. And then the last one that I'll show in this video, or that I'm showing for this account, there's been a couple other orders that have come in, but the last one is this: Join Woodsy Owl. Don't give a hoot. Don't pollute, for $6.99. So that is it for this account. We'll switch over to the other one. So we got this Orangetown, New York, $6.99 on that one. This Lake County Sheriff Search and Rescue K9, sold on offer $7.19. And this is one I'm not sure what county it was for. Although I did see another one that was listed that said it was a New York one. Don't know. It doesn't really matter. Sold pretty quickly. Anyways. This little CHP hat patch, $3.99. This Riverton, Wyoming Police. I had two of them. I sold the other one, I think, last week. And then this one sold this week out on offer $5.39. This Sykesville, Maryland Police, for some reason had best offer on. It was listed for $6.99. I took a best offer of $5. And that was that. They paid. It took them like a day and a half to pay. I had to send them a reminder on it. I'm not sure why best off. There's a little string of them that when I was listing had best offer ended up being turned on when it shouldn't have been. Because like there was another one that was listed for $9.99. It was some Massachusetts, I think, drug enforcement one that they sent me an offer on, and I countered back and they didn't take it. And I think I ended up going back and turning best offer off because it should not be on. I don't really play around with offers anymore. I just list it and take it or leave it. Next is Southampton, New York, $6.99. Deposit, New York, $7.99. This Brownsville, Texas. I have 6 of them, sold 1. This was in that mass lot that I got. So there's tons of other ones. Logan County Sheriff K9, $3.99. This IVHS Humane Officer. I cannot be bothered to try and figure out what IVHS stood for. Don't care. Just listed at $5.99. Sold in a day or two anyways. So it didn't matter. These next two sold together. This Binghamton and this Cheektowaga. $4.99 in the Binghamton, Cheektowaga for $5.99. Both sold together to the same buyer. Not local. It's still in New York if I remember right, but not local. And actually, I have another Cheektowaga one now that I got from the other lot of New York stuff that I just picked up. And this one I got, I don't even remember where it came from. I had set aside for my local guy, but he already has it, so I just posted it. Next is this Law Enforcement Explorers patch, $4.99 on that one. Apple Valley, Minnesota, $6.99. Pasadena, Texas, $4.99. As you can see, it's dirty. Next is NOPD, the Old Square District, $9.99. Surprised that took so long to sell. Josephine County Sheriff, Oregon. I got 5 of them. Sold this one for $5.99. And when I originally looked these up, they were supposedly rare, and there was other ones listed for higher. But obviously it's not that rare if I ended up with 5 of them at once. So I kind of undercut them all at $5.99. And then the last one is Lakehurst, New Jersey at $6.99. So like I said, from the time I pulled this up yesterday to now, there's been like 3 or 4 other things that have sold that'll be in for next week's video. So that's really it for this week. Might pick up some more inventory, we'll see. But hopefully the inventory is kind of picking back up again. There was a dry spell there for months on end, and now I have, 3-4 lots of things that I need to deal with. Like with these hat ones that came in, a lot of them had that, or 1 or 2 of them had that like mildew kind of mold smell to them. So I put them back in their bags. They have dryer sheets in them. I'll give it like a week or 2. It's already been a couple days. Hopefully that'll take the smell out of them, and then I can go through and sort those. But I have lots of police stuff to go through. Still have a little bit of fire, not too much. It's mostly police. So I'm trying to be a little more picky with what I'm picking up police-wise, because I don't need any more. Like that huge lot of 400 that I picked up, I'm kind of going to slowly start going through those and starting to individually list them. And I may still make a couple lots just to try and move them along. So we'll see how I will divide up all the lots that I've picked up over the next couple of weeks, or over the last few weeks. And then we'll see about like yard selling and that. We'll see as it's been pretty rainy around here, but it is starting to become the beginning of April, so in a couple of weeks maybe we'll see about yard sales and that. So other than that, that is it, and I will see you guys next week, hopefully on time, but we'll see.